Jerusalem is a city rich in history, culture, and religious significance. The main section we are focused on, however, is its significance to Islam, with a bit of other lines of other Abrahamic religions along the way. This documentary goes through the ancient and iconic landmarks of one of the most consequential cities in the world. From its beginnings as a humble settlement to its status as a modern-day metropolis, Jerusalem has always held a prominent place in the minds of people around the globe. This guide will go into the depths of Jerusalem's complex tapestry of faith, its diverse communities, and more. Jerusalem dates back all the way to 3500 BC, located in Israel on the Arabian Peninsula. Today it serves as the capital of Israel. However, its history tells a tale beyond that. Jerusalem's history is as ancient as it is complex, being conquered and ruled by various powers, including and you may want to take note of this, Canaanites, Egyptians, Assyrians, Israelites, Babylonians, Persians, Greek, Ptolemaic, Seleucids, Romans, Byzantines, Muslims, Crusaders, Ottomans, Arabs, British, and finally, becoming the capital of modern-day Israel. It's also believed to be the capital of the highly disputed nation of Palestine. The religion of Islam was also widely believed to have came to the city in the years 635 or 638, when it was conquered by Caliph Umar. Its strategic location and religious significance have made it a coveted prize throughout history, resulting in numerous conflicts like the Hamas-Israel conflict or the Six-Day War, and a mosaic of architectural styles and cultural influences that can be seen throughout the city. Today, from its history, Jerusalem serves as the third holiest site for Islam, being right behind Medina and Mecca. It has the Al-Aqsa Mosque, a holy place in which Muslims worldwide would face where it was located depending on where they are to pray. This rule still applies today. However, the location was moved to the Kaaba in Mecca. The mosque was also a place to settle disputes, aside from the praying and educating about Islam. The first verse on chapter 17 in the Quran indicates that the Prophet Muhammad was miraculously transported one night from Mecca, or known as the sacred place of worship, to the Al-Aqsa Mosque, the further place of worship. This mosque has 7 aisles of hypostyle naves with several additional small halls to the west and east of the southern section of the building. Moving on to the next key place, the Dome of the Rock, another holy place in Jerusalem. This shrine is actually a holy place for all 3 Abrahamic religions, with similar beliefs. The Christians believe that Jesus, who is considered the Son of God in Christianity, held many teachings in the Dome of the Rock, and it was speculated to be the place where Adam was created by God. But meanwhile, Muslims believe that the Dome of the Rock was the place where Abraham was ready to sacrifice his son Ishmael, or Isaac if referred to the Bible or the Torah. The Dome of the Rock is also believed by many Muslims to commemorate Muhammad's 9th journey and when he ascended to heaven. Despite the shrine being a holy place for the 3 largest Abrahamic religions, non-Islamic people are not allowed to enter. Moving on to the architecture part of this documentary, the Dome of the Rock has an octagonal shape. Recall that Jerusalem has been ruled over by many other kingdoms like the Byzantine Empire or the Romans, so the Dome of the Rock has an architecture more to the Romans or Byzantine rather than Islamic. It has a wooden dome approximately 60 feet or 18 meters in diameter and mounted on an elevated drum raised above a circle of 16 piers and columns. Surrounding the circle is an octagonal arcade of 24 piers and columns, one of many marvelous holy sites there. If you could notice this already, all mosques have 1 or more domes. The reason for this is not only because it's cheap to build, but is because it symbolizes the vault of heaven. Now, moving on to the next place, the Temple Mount. Most Muslims and Jews agree that it was King Solomon who first built this masterpiece, being a prophet in the Jewish and Islamic religion. Muslims believe that this temple was for worshipping the one and only God for many prophets, including Jesus, which as a reminder is only considered a prophet in Islam and not the Son of God. The Temple Mount is a walled compound within the old city of Jerusalem. It is also a trapezoid-shaped, walled-in area of the southeastern corner of the old city of Jerusalem. In Islamic architecture, colors hold significant spiritual symbolism, reflecting the values and beliefs of the Islamic faith. The various forms of traditional Arabic calligraphy and decoration of the manuscripts used for written versions of the Quran represent a central tradition of Islamic visual art. The arabesque is often used to symbolize the transcendent, indivisible, and infinite nature of God. The Islamic arabesque is an artistic decoration that is a pattern of curving lines layered with intertwined elements, like vines and leaves, and abstract forms. These artistic decorations usually do not resemble anything found in nature. Jerusalem, being the third holiest site, connects to events that have happened in the Quran, ultimately and drastically changing how Islam came to be. Jerusalem is a sacred place for the three largest Abrahamic religions. It is also a crucial city in the histories of numerous empires. And being a holy site of many different religions, the community in Jerusalem has mixed interactions with other cultures depending on religion. However, the majority of people do not see others as rivals today, while a few still do. Sorry that this time for the guide there were no captions. As you can see on screen over here, the docs consist of all the information in the script. To compare that to the last documentary I made, it took like a long time to make the captions. So if you were going to compare this, it would be devastating and hideous. And as I'm speaking right now, my future editing self is probably zooming into the exact section of the script I'm reciting right now. So that is it for this guide, I guess. I'll keep making videos for projects like this if I can, but I'm thinking about whether I should fire Michael as my teammate. Just that's it. So, if you guys can watch the next presentation or something, or stay for the credits, but I doubt you guys even read that.